Okay. Uh-oh.
My little brother said he had to go. He has to go all the way, like he said, in towards Sac, and then take the back roads because it's bumper to bumper traffic. He's not going to be sitting there.
Can you help me lift this up?
Okay, lift what up?
Lift this up.
Okay, on you.
There you go.
That's what you got these clips for.
Okay. Hey, this is bright. Hey, y'all. Let me turn this down. How do you turn this down? There we go. Ooh, I feel like I look crazy right now, y'all. But we gonna get through this, okay? We here to make some stuffed pork chops, you guys. I have actually never made stuffed pork chops before, but I got this recipe from this other YouTuber that I love. It's called Smoking and Grilling with AB. If you want to know how to cook something that you've never cooked before, all you got to do is subscribe to his channel, because I be getting a lot of my recipes from him. I do add my own little flavor here and there, but for the most part, I look at his recipe and I'll be like, ooh, that looks good. I'm going to make it. So we're making our stuffed pork chops. The first thing that you want to do is rinse and clean them, of course. So I already have mine prepped right here in this bowl. They've already been rinsed. I just like to kind of rinse them, let them kind of soak all the dirt that they might have off first. The next thing that you want to do is you're going to chop up green onions and garlic. And the green onions and the garlic is going to go in our little stuffing that we're going to make for the stuffed pork chop. You're going to need some cream cheese, some softened cream cheese, hopefully. Mine has been in the refrigerator, so it's probably going to be hard for me to like whip it up like how I need, but whatever. Parmesan cheese is what you're going to need for the stuffing. I didn't have a lot of Parmesan cheese, so I'm going to just add a little cheddar in there to go with the Parmesan. It's still going to be good, and that's all that matters, is whether or not it tastes good. You're also going to need some fresh bacon bits. So if we want to come over here, I got my bacon. I got my bacon right here, so I'm getting ready to take out maybe like 3 pieces of bacon, and I'm going to put it in the cast iron skillet, and I'm going to get those ready. So we about to do that right now. Okay. I'm going to just have to keep turning you guys around, okay? So, I know y'all probably like, where the heck have Nishay and Alex been? We have been busy. You know, we both work full time, and it just kind of started to get a little stressful. Kind of just had a couple of videos that we filmed that I kind of liked, and then I kind of didn't like them. So I'm not going to post nothing that I don't love. I want you guys to be entertained. I watch YouTube. That's the reason why I wanted to be a YouTuber. So I know what's going to be funny and what's not. And if it ain't entertaining, I'm not going to post it. So I'm just adding my first piece of bacon to my cast iron skillet. I got it on medium heat. And y'all can pretty much hear it sizzling right now. Hear it sizzling, hear it sizzling. If you don't eat bacon, don't add it. It's okay. But I mean, if you don't eat bacon, it's probably because you don't eat pork. And we making stuffed pork chops. So that'd be kind of weird if you didn't eat pork watching stuffed pork chops. So we're going to let those cook, and we can let those get all crispy. While those cook, make sure you preheat your oven to 400 degrees so that it's already ready to go. And while the bacon cooks, we're gonna start making our cream cheese filling that I was telling you about. Okay. So we're gonna wash our hands because we just touched raw bacon, right? So we're gonna wash our hands. We're gonna get a little bowl for our filling. I'm gonna just use a little Tupperware. I know that's ghetto, but I don't have a lot of like pots and pans and bowls and stuff, so this is what I'm using. But if you fancy and you got a little bowl, you can use whatever you want to use. I'm gonna use this entire thing of cream cheese. You determine how much of that you're gonna use based on how many pork chops you're cooking. So I'm cooking for my husband and his brother. So I'm gonna make a lot. So you just gonna dump your cream cheese out inside the bowl. Dump it all in there. And you can pretty much use cream cheese to stuff anything. Like literally anything. I made a stuffed salmon. Oh my God. It was so good, you guys. It was so freaking good. Okay, so we're gonna get that all out. We're gonna throw this away. We're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. I would say I was maybe like half this bag in there. That might be enough, but I'm gonna still add a little bit of cheddar just in case. I'm gonna add my green onions.
No.
I got a few green onions on the counter. I cleaned up the whole kitchen right before, so it's okay. I'm not gonna put it into the bowl though, just because that's not sanitary. So we just gonna dump those in the sink. So we got this. Our bacon bits is gonna go in here too. So we're gonna wait for the bacon bits to get done before we mix it. I'm just trying to kill time, so I put all the mines together first. You also gonna season your cream cheese too. You can pretty much season it with whatever you feel like you want to season it, but you want to keep it basic with this particular recipe because it's going to be like a burst of different flavors with the bacon and the pork chop and the cream cheese, and it's going to be a lot. So you don't want to over season this type of recipe. You want to add a little, I'm going to add garlic powder, salt, and pepper, and that's it. And I think AB did the same thing. So we got our garlic powder. Boom. I don't measure, y'all. So you guys just gonna have to look. Like I don't really measure. So that's it. I pretty much just sprinkled it across the top. Just a little bit more. That's with the garlic powder. I like to use sea salt because sea salt is healthier. So this is what I'm using. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe like 10 little 10 of them. 10 of them. Some pepper. And we're gonna go ahead and just sprinkle a little pepper. Sprinkle. Now there's a lot of this in here, so yeah. And then after we add our bacon bits and we mix it up, we're going to taste it. And if you feel like, ooh, I need some more salt, go right ahead and add some more salt. If you feel like you good, perfect. Feel like you want a little more taste of garlic, add a little garlic powder. This is your food, so you do whatever you feel like you want to do. I like a lot of burst of flavor, so I might add more, but I'm going to taste it and see. So our bacon is still going. There it is. In a minute, we're going to turn our bacon over. Ooh, I don't know why I just got that on my chest like that. Okay, we're going to turn our bacon over in a minute. I'm about to... Dang, we don't got no more hot bags? We need to, like, cook the bacon bag. It's loaded. Okay, put the bacon back in the refrigerator. We about to turn the bacon that's cooking, we about to turn that over.
No! Put it down.
We about to turn it over. And I'm about to break it up into little bits. We want the bacon to be like little small little bits. So you could wait till after it's done cooking, or you can just kind of break it up a little bit in the pan. That actually kind of helps it cook a little faster too. But some of them ain't really breaking up. Some of them I'm gonna probably have to cut up or rip it apart after I take it out the pan. So that's all we waiting on right now is our bacon. And then we gonna be good. Is there like a little chat box in here? Ask me a question while we cook. Who in here? It doesn't tell me who's in here. That's weird. Well, hi, whoever you are. What is some more cooking videos y'all want to see? It's easier for me to go live and cook than it is for me to actually like post a video, because that's a lot of work. What do you guys prefer? Are you guys cool with watching it live, or do you guys want a video? Say hi.
Stop.
Our bacon is almost done. Callie, don't you touch that camera. Stop it.
Move. Move, look at you there. Move. Move on your ass.
Hey. Okay, so now, since the bacon is almost done, I'm getting ready to get a pan to lay my pork chops out.
Give me that. Give me that.
I'm gonna lay them out on the cutting board first. We're gonna make sure that they're patted dry, because they're wet right now, so I'm about to pat them dry. So here's a pork chop. You're gonna just take it, put it inside some paper towels, and pat it dry. You want them to be dry. You don't want them to be wet. You don't want no water all baking into it and stuff. It just makes it extra watery, and we don't need that. Now these pork chops are actually pretty thin, way thinner than what I anticipated. Look how freaking small that is. What the heck? I'm probably just gonna have to put this filling like in between two pork chops, to be honest, because these is not thick like the ones AB had. These from Food Co. I probably went to a more bougier, should have went to a more bougier grocery store. So we just gonna pat them dry, pat them dry, pat them dry. I guess this would be the benefit of doing an actual video instead of going live, because like I could just fast forward this part, because y'all probably don't want to see me drying off the pork chop, but like we live, I'm really cooking it, so I can't make it speed up. This is my first time making this, y'all. So when y'all see how good these look, even though it's my first time making it, y'all gonna be like, dang, she can really cook. And yes, I really can cook. Yes, I really can cook. Only 2 more pork chops, y'all. We almost done. The bacon done too. I'm about to take that out in a minute.
Yo, if you don't put my safe down, little girl.
I just turned the bacon off so that it don't burn while I finish drying these pork chops.
Oh, yo.
Callie, stop. My daughter is in here throwing stuff around. Who got a toddler? Because this little toddler phase, child. It's too.
Give me these. Stop putting this around your neck. Give me these.
She done got a pair of my panties, put them around her neck. They just be doing the most. The absolute most. It's literally ridiculous. We gonna wash our hands again. You wash your hands a gazillion times. And it's okay if the bacon is not like all the way done, because we putting all of this stuff into the oven. So you don't want your bacon to be so crispy to where you touch it and it falls apart, because then it's gonna come out the bacon, out the oven, beef jerky. We don't want beef jerky bacon. So we're gonna put our bacon on a paper towel to kind of just strain some of the grease. We don't want a whole bunch of bacon grease inside of our stuffing. So I got my bacon. I'm about to just lay it down on a paper towel right here, let it strain for a second, and then I'm gonna break it up and put it into the cream cheese stuffing that we just made. Y'all make sure, if y'all missed the beginning of the live, I got this recipe from this guy called AB, Smoking and Grilling with AB. He is a YouTuber. He is a black, I was about to say black owned business. I don't think he really owned a business. I think he just cooked. I don't know. But he's a black successful YouTuber that cooks a whole bunch of delicious food. And this is where I got my inspiration from. So make sure you guys subscribe to his channel as well. He got a whole bunch of fancy cooking equipment, and he be making all types of delicious, fantastic looking food. So the next thing we're going to do is prepare our flour, because we're going to fry the pork chop just a little bit before we put it into the oven, just to kind of give it that little like burnt look. So not burnt look, but just, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see your phone real quick, babe. So, like I said, this is my first time making this. I'm actually about to go to AB's YouTube right now. And I just want to see about how much oil does he put in the pan when he fry it. So I'm just about to take a look at that right now. Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policy. Smoking and Grilling with AB. That's what it's called. Come on, Ad. We ain't got time for all of that.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me, AB. Now, you read that? For me, I'm going to use a saucer. This will be just fine. And I have
so I'm about to just take a little plate. And I'm going to use one of my plates. I got my flour sitting right here. Here, I'm going to turn the camera so y'all can see.
You just saw me set everything so that we can bread, right? So we can put our flour in. But the thing is, we got to stuff it. If you stuff it now, you don't get all it. You don't have to mess your coat up. So I'm going to just go ahead and take some. We'll take it like this.
Okay, so we stuff it before we actually fry it. So I'm going to actually bring the camera back over here, and I'm going to stuff mine really quick, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put our bacon in our stuffing. I got my bacon, crumbling it up in a bunch of pieces. It's perfect because it's like crispy, but it ain't like burnt crispy. That's what you want. Callie, get away from that door, girl, and stop making that noise. Crumble it up, crumble it up. So remember, if you guys missed the beginning of the live, we got cream cheese, we got garlic, we got green onions, we got Parmesan cheese, we got cheddar cheese, and lastly, we got our bacon bits. So you want to add all of that into your stuffing. And remember, my pork chops are super thin. I thought that they were going to be much thicker than this, but unfortunately they're not. But it's okay. Work with what you got. So since they're not super thick like how I wanted, I can't particularly stuff them. So I'm just going to put my stuffing in between two pork chops because that's how thin they are. It is still going to be, it's still going to be cool for me to do that. Like, it ain't gonna be a lot. I am cleaning out my cast iron skillet because I want to use the same cast iron skillet that I cooked that bacon in. I'm gonna use that same one to fry it.
Hey, stop it.
So I'm cleaning it out right now real quick. If you got two cast iron skillets, then just use the other one, but I don't, so I'm cleaning out this one. Can you hand me a medium-sized towel real quick?
Callie, I'm gonna beat you.
Stop saying you're gonna beat Callie on YouTube. We don't abuse our daughter.
Yeah, abuse and getting beat, two different things.
Can you just get the medium-sized towel, please, sir? Y'all, this ring light is hot. Like, and I don't even really feel like I look cute in it. Like, this is so overrated.
No.
Come on, I need the towel real quick.
Okay, I'm trying to mess with the daughter right now, right? I'm gonna beat her. I'll take this.
I said a medium-sized towel. No, it's not. This is a whole bath
All
towel.
the other ones are face towels.
That's why he don't ask me to do stuff, because I asked for a medium-sized towel. This is what he brought me. Whole bath towel.
Whole towel. Who's washing their own towel out of that little towel?
A human.
No.
Anyway, that's what I had to use, y'all. So,
Get out, go.
got our cast iron skillet. Put it back, medium heat. Let's prepare our pork chops. We got our pork chops right here.
What is this?
It's a camera. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping, y'all. Get a fork and stir up the cream cheese first. I'm tripping. I'm skipping steps, y'all. My bad. I like to use a fork because it mixes up better than the spoon. I don't like to use the that little spiral thing that you do for like beating eggs. I don't like to use that because then all the stuffing just goes inside of that. So we're just mixing this up. Look how good that's looking already. We got our cream cheese, garlic, green onions, and our bacon. Put a little garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Boy!
Would you stop it? Sit down. You the one doing the most. You the one doing the most and hurting yourself. Stop it, all right? Golly. Sit your behind down and relax yourself.
Just ignore the chaos. Ignore the chaos. You guys have any questions so far about what I'm doing? I don't know who's in here. But if you got any questions, let me know. Put it in the little chat. So this is kind of how it's looking. And then you want to taste it to kind of see if you need more garlic or whatever. So I'm going to just get a little spoon. So let's see. Ain't nothing raw in here, so you can taste it. It's okay. That's good. That's real good. It don't need nothing. Ooh, I did that first try. Ding! I cook all the time, y'all. So I know what to do. I know what to put in there. I know what's going to be good. I know what's going to be nasty. I know what's too much. So I don't typically make no mistakes when I cook food like this. So we got that done. We got our pork chops. Mine are super, super thin. You can literally see how thin they are. Okay? So I'm going to just take this.
Let's go.
You don't want to put a whole lot of stuffing in there because it will spill out all over everything. So you don't want that. And you don't need to season the inside of the pork chop because
Trey, that boy Trey Burke. That boy Trey Burke.
so let me see. I'm just taking like 1 spoonful and I am spreading the cream cheese all over one of my pork chops. Okay? So look, let me bring y'all a little closer. Okay? Do y'all see that? It's all over one pork chop. Now, if you have thick pork chops, you literally just slice it and then put this in there. But my pork chops are thin, so I'm layering mine. Okay, so I got the stuffing there, and then I'm gonna layer it just like that. If you have some toothpicks, it'll be really beneficial for you to put the toothpicks all around it. That's what AB suggested as well. But I don't have no toothpicks, and neither did he, so we're gonna make it do what it do. Want to do some pork chops that's even in our situation, since we're just putting them on top and not actually stuffing them. So here we go. Another just 1 spoonful, and then we just gonna spread it out. Only on this part. We're not gonna put it all down the bone and stuff because that's just gonna be messy. We don't want messy. We want presentation. That's what AB said too. When you cook, it's all about presentation because it could be nasty, but if it look real good, you gonna go ahead and you gonna eat it. Even though this ain't gonna be nasty, so you ain't gonna have to worry about that. So boom, we got that. And I'm making this for 3 people, so this is perfect. Now these are kind of big and they match, so I'm going to layer these on top of each other. Take a spoon. I'm gonna take a little bigger of a spoonful on this one because this pork chop is kind of bigger, thin but bigger. And then there we go. There we go. That is looking so good already. Like, I'm so excited about this. And I know what y'all thinking. You not gonna season the pork chop? Nope. Because we got this stuffing on the inside. And what I'm gonna do is season up the flour that I put the pork chop to fry in. That's what we gonna do. Okay, so we got our pork chops all stuffed and looking beautiful. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in this pan and get the flour ready.
Yay! Yay!
1 second, y'all.
Yay!
Hey, what is this pin number?
What you mean? It's the same pin number to my phone. Those are both my phone. They got the same pin number.
Just one more check there. Just depends on how big of a pan you have or whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna back y'all up a little bit so we can see this over here. So we got our cast iron skillet right there. It's already hot. I'm gonna put a little oil in it. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so it don't pop the heck out of me. So So you just want to pour enough oil to where the entire bottom of your cast iron skillet is oily. It don't need to be super, super high. It just needs to be enough oil to cover up the whole thing. And then I got my flour right here. So AB, he just put his on a plate. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to just take a bunch of flour and put it right on that plate. You probably don't need that much, but you know, whatever. And then you're going to take some garlic powder.
No.
And again, I don't measure, you guys. I just kind of know what to do. But y'all seen about how much garlic powder I put in there. It's kind of a lot because I like garlic. Now, if you don't like garlic, that's cool. You don't have to put it in there. This is your food. So whatever you feel like you want to put in your food, that's what you do. Oh my God, you guys. I just accidentally poured heck of salt in there. Oh my God. But it's okay because it's still not that much. I pretty much stopped it before it got too crazy. About to knock over the whole camera. So now you're just going to take that flour. And then once you mix it with the flour, it ain't going to be that bad. So you're going to take that flour, mix all that seasoning around in that flour. This is why we don't season the pork chop. Because you see, we got seasoning in the flour. And then we got seasoning on our stuffing. Oops. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. I probably should have mixed this up in a bowl, but why waste dishes? I feel like I could just use this plate. Okay, so we mixed our seasoning up in our flour. It's looking good. Then we're going to go ahead and take one of our pork chops that we just made. And we're going to dip it in the flour.
Up and down, boy, up and down.
Now, it don't need to be a super thick layer, you guys. That's really important, too. It don't need to be a super thick layer. So we're going to pick that right up. And then we're going to do the other side. Now, it's not like frying chicken. You don't want a whole bunch of stuff falling off your pork chop. So you just want to make sure you coat it. But it don't need to be a lot. Okay? And then we're going to put it right in this oil. Okay? Boom. I'm going to just do one at a time. You cook it on each side just to brown it. So maybe like, I think AB said like a minute or two. I'm going to go back and refer to the video. It smells good, y'all. Like, this is about to be the bomb. The bomb! What the hell?
Put that in there also. Just like you
Yeah,
said.
we look cool computer, bro.
This only takes about 2.5
Let it
to
go.
3 minutes, right? So I got myself a spoon to help me, you know, keep it.
So he said 2.5 to 3 minutes. That's how many times we put it in there. I would say it's been like maybe what, 45 seconds right now. So I'm paying attention to the time. It's 8:22. So we're gonna flip this over to the other side at 8:24. Clean as you go. Ooh, shoot, I'm about to burn the hell out of my hand. So while that's going, I'm just about to kind of clean up a little bit. I'm done with my seasoning, so I can put that back. Put all that back. I can put my flour back.
Let's go, ice tray. Let's go. Wow, let's go. Wait, so long.
Let that do its thing. It smells good. And remember, this still got to go in the oven. You're not cooking this in here all the way. That's not what we doing. Careful, honey. So I got my baking pan right here. And I'm going to just spray a little Pam on it. Normally I would put foil on it, but I don't have no foil. So I'm going to just spray a little Pam on my pan. And that's what I'm going to put these in when it's time for them to go in the oven. As soon as they come out of here, I'm going to just transition them right over to my pan. They're going to go in the oven. The oven is already preheated. We ready. What am I asking? Oh, girl, I ain't even been looking at this. You want to see me make the stuffed salmon? I'm going to have to make that because that was delicious. I've never had this before, but I heard about it. And Deja, actually, from high school, she the one who recommended this to me. Have you had this before, you asking?
Let's go, Dallas.
Okay. These my two best friends, my only real supporters. Love you guys. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and flip this one. We're going to flip this one. So he said to take a spatula and a fork to help you flip it neatly. I'm a little scared, but we're going to do it. So we're going to take this and we're going to flip this down, and I messed it up. No, I didn't. We good. We good. So you can see how it's browned. You can literally see the color change between this one and the one at the top. And then we're going to do another 2 minutes on this side. This is where the toothpicks, this is where this would have came in handy. So a little bit of the stuffing came out. My flip wasn't that good, but it's just like a couple of little things. It wasn't really that bad. So we got 1 minute. I normally set timers on my phone, but I'm filming on my phone, so it's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I probably could have fit 2 pork chops in here. And you could serve these with some mashed potatoes or some type of vegetable. I might make some mashed potatoes, but to be honest, I might not. We probably just gonna have the stuffed pork chop by itself, because
That boy Trey Burke is coming out of the woodworks right now, boy.
all right, so it's been 2 minutes, so we're gonna take this one off and we're gonna put it onto our oven pan. We're gonna move that right on over there. And then since some of my stuffing came out, I just kind of want to take this out of my oil. Get rid of that, because I don't want that overcooking in my pan. Some more people joined us. Hey, y'all. We cooking stuffed pork chops. All right, so I'm taking my other one. I'm putting it into my flour. Callie is standing here watching me. And you just want a thin layer of flour. You don't want too much flour, just a thin layer. Remember, we're not frying chicken. These are pork chops. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. 2 minutes, 2.5 to 3 minutes. I'll probably do 3 minutes on this one because this pork chop is much bigger. Okay? And then if you have some extra cream cheese, which I do, you see all this extra cream cheese I have, I made way too much. I always do stuff like this. I don't know why. But you can bake this in the oven and then serve it with some chips. Bruh. Fire. Fire! Fire! So good. I know y'all can't see my face, but I look oily anyway, so we gonna focus on the food. And this is a cool little brown color. It's brown at the bottom. It's looking perfect.
That right there, remember, 2.5 to 3 minutes. How juicy it is, and with that garlic parmesan stuffing inside, this is where the chicken fix
So I'm just checking to see how long they're supposed to go in the oven, y'all.
See the stuffing? I started pulling it out. I'm just gonna go ahead. Stuffing coming. Go ahead and put this in and then be careful.
Oh, good move, Kawhi. Ooh.
What I'm doing now is just take the remainder. It depends on how big.
One more minute, and then we're going to flip them over.
That in there also, just like you see right there. Now, this only takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes, right? So I got myself a spoon. Keep them from flipping over. What I'm doing is looking at the bottom. Once I get the color that I'm looking for, that right there, and then I just flip them over. Remember, 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Okay, so this one is ready for the flip. It's been 3 minutes. And then you pretty much just check the color and see if you like it. I'm still not liking the color of that one. I'm going to give that one more minute because it still seems a little light. I want it to be a little darker than that. So let's see. So AB a little fancy. He said that we supposed to check the temperature to see how long. I'm probably thinking that we put them in there for like 20 minutes. Oh, apparently we got a temperature thing, but I just feel like that's so bougie, and I feel like half the people that cook don't have that. So, babe,
Anybody who professionally cooks uses that.
I'm not a professional cook. So now I like the color on this one, so now I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Okay. Ooh, we already getting better. Y'all seen that flip? That was way better than the first one. Way better. That's looking delicious already. But yeah, I'm thinking like 20 minutes and it'll be ready because we already kind of frying the outside, so it's really the inside that needs to cook. So I don't feel like it needs to be in there any longer. So I'm going to just set a timer for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to check it. And that's pretty much what we going to do. We're not going to stay on live the whole time that it's in the oven because we would literally just be sitting there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'm going to go ahead and put them into the oven. And then after they come out of the oven, you guys can follow me on Instagram. And you can take a look at the picture and the final project. I can actually do a YouTube post as well. So I'll probably just post it on all social media platforms, the final outcome. But only thing left to do is to put them in the oven and serve. Serve with mashed potatoes, vegetables, whatever you feel like you want to cook. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching my live. Love you guys.